Couple people, Matt Jordan, General Manager of Houston Dynamo, and Nick Coyle, Assistant General Manager of the Houston Dynamo. We'd also like to thank Mr. Alonso Catu, owner of the RGVFC Toros, Ulster National Bank, Mr. David Yanda, thank you for the hospitality, and I thank you for hospitality. So we're excited. Soccer is coming to the Valley, and this is such a huge, huge step for us. I can't say how excited we are that it took a while. But boy, the caliber of coach that we found today, we can't say how excited we are. So now I'll pass it over to Matt Jordan.
Thank you very much, Bert. Really appreciate it. First and foremost, on behalf of the Houston Dynamo, we sincerely, and we're so sincere and so appreciative of everyone's time to be here today. Bert, thank you so much. Mr. Cantu, thank you so much for your partnership. Renee, Javier, and the rest of the RGV organization. This is a first-class organization. These are first-class people. This is a first-class city. And this is going to be a first-class team. And first and foremost, on behalf of the Houston Dynamo, we're so proud to have this initiative and this partnership. It's an exciting challenge that we have ahead of us. This is such a great city. It's a city that's growing. And anytime you start anything, and obviously the RGVFC Toros is such an exciting project, the first important step is to have a head coach. And today we can't tell you how thrilled we are and honored we are to have the man to my right be leading this project, Mr. Wilmer Cabrera. So first and foremost, I'd like to welcome him here today. Thank you very much. Anytime you're looking for a head coach, and I've been in this business for over 20 years, you look for somebody that's highly qualified. You look for somebody that has a strong level of integrity and character, that is a teacher of the game, is a student of the game, and is passionate. And I can tell you that Wilmer Cabrera checks off all those boxes. There's very few people in North America that have basically been involved in every single level of the game. As a player, he played in 2 World Cups. He represented his country of Colombia over 40 times. He has led the United States under-17 national team to 2 World Cup cycles. He's coached in the MLS as an assistant coach and a head coach. He's seen it all and he's done it all. And so we're so privileged and honored to have him here today. And first and foremost, he's a very good man and is a good person. So before I turn it over to Wilmer to speak a little bit today, I also want to acknowledge my co-worker and somebody I work very close with, Nick Coyle, the Assistant General Manager of the Houston Dynamo. Nick is an extremely hard-working person. Nick will play a huge part in this initiative and in our partnership with regards to being that important link between the 2 organizations and overseeing player personnel with our club as well. So I wanted to acknowledge Nick, who's up here with us. But the man of the hour, who we're all here to see, Mr. Wilmer Cabrera, I'd like to officially welcome you and thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm really happy and proud to be here today as part of the new citizen of McAllen, and I'm really excited about this project. The first time I had the opportunity to talk with Matt Jordan here as a general manager of the Houston Dynamo, and he spoke to me on the phone, and I was in Colombia in that moment, about the project. It sounded interesting, but not as exciting. And then he was telling me about all the beautiful and excited details that the partnership they created with here in McAllen. So to be honest with you, I didn't believe all those beautiful things that he was mentioning. Say, I cannot be that good. Cannot be that good. So, but sounded so good that I said, maybe it's not that good. Something has to be wrong because it's a new project. It cannot be that good. So he was we continue our conversation, and I had other projects available for me. But then when one day I woke up and I said, you know what, Matt, I would like to go there. I would like to go to McAllen, and I would like to see the place, see the city, the project by myself. Because everything sounded too good to be true. So he and Nick organized everything and had the opportunity to come over here. And since the moment that we arrived to the airport, yes, it was true. Everything was true. Everything, the organization, the RGV, we were guests from Mr. Cantu at his office. We had the opportunity to meet with Bert and all his team. And the way everything has been done here so far in McAllen, I have to tell you, you need to be proud of this city. And I'm really excited about running this project besides you as a community and with the organization that you have, starting by Mr. Cantu and Mr. David, that I just met him. Everything is so well organized, well done, that when you know that everything has been done this way, we're going to be successful in soccer. Not because of me, it's because of you. And that's why for me, it wasn't tough to decide to come over here. I've been all over the world, and I'm a blessed person because soccer gave me the chance to be all over the world, playing and coaching. And I've been in contact with a lot of people all over the world. But this project is very exciting. It's a very good project, and I'm proud and I'm happy to be here today to receive that challenge and to work shoulder by shoulder with all of you, because this project is good and I know we're going to be successful. Not because of me, it's more because of you.
Once again, welcome. Welcome, Coach Cabrera. We would love for you to put on the scarf, represent RGVFC Toros, and there may be some photo opportunities from that. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Good.
So you can say in English. Cabrera, what inspires you to think that this project is very important for the region? Because you have a strong Latino fan base here, or is it just good intentions on your side that this will be successful with the support of the local fans?
Well, first, I knew about McAllen a few years ago when I was the head coach for the under-17 national team. Not because I came over here, it's just because I had two players from McAllen that they were scouted by one of the national team, US Soccer Federation national team scouts. And he used to come over here often, and he used to tell me, it's a lot of talent in McAllen, Wilmer. And as a head coach, I had the opportunity to bring two players that they were here, they were local from this city, and they were very good, talented players with a lot of talent and a lot of passion. And that is the first time that I heard and I knew about McAllen, Texas. Then, obviously, I've been all over the country, and as a head coach for the under-17 national team, I had the opportunity to receive players from across the country, from all over. And I knew in McAllen has a mix Why? Because this is the border with Mexico, and most of the families that live here, most of you have that dual citizenship. You're being born here, first, second, or third generation here, but you have that Mexican blood that comes with soccer in your blood, comes with soccer, that passion for the game of soccer. And when you have that passion, you're going to be obviously enjoying every time playing. What happened over here is you don't need to encourage the players to play soccer because they just want to play soccer. And when you don't have to encourage your kids to play soccer, that's a plus. That is something important. It's not because they want that you parents forced to play your kids to play soccer. No, it's because they want to play soccer. So that is a plus, and that is the first ingredient that you have to be successful. Then, yes, now you have the passion. What happened? Then you need to be organizing and you need to see the talent. When they play every day, they're going to develop some talent. And it is easy for them to receive that information from you parents because you have MLS market and Mexican market. You can watch the games handy, and that is a very good way to educate and very good way to be learning more and more about the game. When you have the Mexican teams right there close, and when you have the American teams right there on TV, that is important, and that's something that adds a plus, a double possibility. And that's why you have another ingredient that is you're surrounded by soccer. And it's not that you have to find it. No, soccer is around here every day. Soccer is in your houses every day. Soccer is in your blood. So that is something that is going to help us. Then we have organizations like Mr. Cantu, RGV organization, that it's so they're so proud in doing the right things. And when you do the right things, and when you do everything, you put that effort to do the right things, the best professional way, you're going to be successful because you're going to do it always for the game, for what you have to do 100% right. So that is another ingredient that you have in order for you to be successful. Then we have to see the partners. Who the partners from RGV? Houston Dynamo, an MLS team that is 4 hours from here, from Texas, that is being champion and is being developed a lot of successful in MLS. So they're coming over here and they want to be the partnership. They want to create a partnership with the RGV organization, and they want to give all the possibilities to this market to create the best environment for the community, plus also for the players to be developed. So that's another ingredient that is important. And all those three components, for me, they were good. Why? Because I've been coaching professionals. I've been coaching college-level players. I've been coaching under-17 youth players. And all those components are important to create a very good team here in McAllen, the USL team, the Toros team. And all those components are going to help me to work and try to create the best possible program here in McAllen, and for the community to enjoy, for the players to live in a good environment, and to be considered very good players and talented players to move toward the Houston.
Do you have any sort of vision, how you'd like your team to play stylistically wise, tactics wise? You have a vision of where you want to build a roster on?
Well, obviously, we have the Houston Dynamo as a first team, and we would like to create and provide players that quickly can be required by the first team in Houston. So what we need to do is we need to develop and we need to create an environment over here where players can be playing not only in the Houston Dynamo, which is the first goal, but also playing every game here at home or away in a way that they're good. So you recognize a good player. How? Because they can pass, they can control, they can play, they play with personality. So what we need to do is create that. Create the possibility for all the players to play with personality, with confidence, and obviously talent in order to be successful. And then the style, this is going to be easy. Why? Because you play according to the players that you have. You cannot structure a player. You have to do this because now you're gonna cut their creativity, and you cannot do that in soccer. I learned as a player and as a coach that you have to let them be creative. That's the key, and that's the most beautiful thing about soccer. Soccer is about being creative and express themselves. In soccer, you don't tell what to do, how to do it. You tell, we need to do this, and the players, they need to express that. And that's the way I believe soccer has to be played. And the first day, we're going to try to organize, but yet we need to have an ID camp where everyone is going to be able to approach, to come over here to McAllen, and to, try out. So we're still working on it to give dates and to announce that, because we want that. We need to be not only me, the whole staff that we're going to be working here. We need to be here, and we need to prepare, and we need to show that the doors are open. And if you're a good player and you have the dream to be a professional player for the Houston Dynamo, this path, this protocol, this step here with the Toros, the RGV Toros, is going to be the best one.
Is the Houston Dynamo?
To be honest with you, because I believe that we're the leaders of what a model that a lot of MLS teams are going to follow us under. And what's great about our partnership with RGVFC and with this partnership is that first of all, we're working with a group that's been doing this a long time. And they have a lot of experience, and they've been doing it at a very high level for a long time. Now, yes, of course, it's been in this model, in the NBA model, but sports are sports. Good people are good people, and that's what we find is so exciting about this project. And so, yes, of course, in an ideal world, it's like just as it is with the Vipers, there's so many moving parts to your roster, and there's time. It's timing. We'll have we'll have players from our roster, that are top level talented players who will be down here playing to get regular playing time to develop. We'll have players that are on the roster here that are gonna impress us and are gonna perform, that we're gonna be looking to pull up. We'll have some veterans that maybe they're recovering from an injury and they need some time, some game time to go, and that's what is so great about this partnership. Working with this group is that there's a lot of experience there, and so that's the way we see this happening. Ideally, we would love nothing more than a local young talented player from McAllen to cut his teeth and prove that he can make the RGVFC Toros, and then perform very well. And again, we're expanding our web, and it's an opportunity to filter that player into Major League Soccer. And that's what's so unique about this project, and it's very exciting, and it's like anything. And I think, again, going back to Wilmer, is that this is where his experience comes into play. And there's not a lot of people in North America that have this level of experience as a player, as a coach. He's been traveling the world even this year on behalf of MLS and working on so many different technical committees, and it's a really unique project, and I believe that we're the pioneers for what